Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV and Happy New Year. It is 2023. I feel very blessed. I had a really good vacation. If you all didn't know, I was in Chicago for a week. I just got back the other night, New Year's Eve. I left Christmas Eve. I got back on New Year's Eve. So I'm catching up on all my videos because when I'm in Chicago, I really take friend and family time seriously. I like to spend all my time with them, and I didn't take any of my equipment with me to do a video. So here I am today catching up. The Circle was released in the middle of my Christmas vacation. So let's get into it. You know, I really love The Circle. It's one of my favorite Netflix reality shows. Hey, Eric. So let's talk about the first four episodes. I apologize in the advance. I was up in some below zero weather and I got a touch of a cold, and I feel like my voice sounds different, a little bit raspy. So if my voice sounds a little bit deeper, a little bit raspier, I still have a little bit of sinus congestion, but hopefully that'll clear up within this week. Chi-Town, your hometown event. Hey. Yes. Um let's get into The Circle. Overall, the first four episodes, I love half of the people, but the game is slow. I'm very sure come Wednesday, these next sets of episodes, it's going to pick up. It's going to get a little bit shadier, a little bit more strategic. But right now, it's very slow. I wish everybody wasn't so fake. Ugh. That's one thing I hate about The Circle, because everyone is like, hey, you guys, did you have a good sleep? I love my Circle family. I'm like, you don't even know these people. But anyway, moving on. I'm not going to be negative. I'm going to be talk about the positive. Let's just get right into the cast. Let me tell you what I think about the cast, what I think about the first few blockings, some of the games. Raven, let's talk about Raven first. Raven is my favorite right now on the cast for many reasons. One, I think she's real. I love the way she speaks. I don't feel like she's speaking fakely. Like, yeah, she says nice circle, circle nice things, but I feel like she's talking to the circle how she would talk to any of her normal friends. Is she not putting on for the group? So I love Raven. I love her personality. I love her interpreter, Paris. Um, Raven is deaf and she uses ASL, and my stepdaughter is deaf and uses ASL. Now, as a step parent, it's shameful. My ASL it's not where it should be. So I love watching Raven because I try to catch some of the words she's using, because I know a lot of the words, but I really don't know how to put them all together in a sentence. Like, my ASL is very, very slow. And people who are normal with it, kind of like if someone's speaking in Spanish, like they don't slow it down, like they talk, and it's kind of too fast for me to pick up. So I love watching Raven do her sign language with her interpreter so I can catch some of the words and learn some new words. And I just really love that they have a deaf person on the show. I'm definitely going to introduce this season of The Circle to my stepdaughter. She's old enough now where she might be interested in it, but I know she would love just seeing someone do ASL the entire time. And as soon as Raven said, I'm deaf, but I can do anything that anyone else can do but hear, I was like, yes. It's just a message I want her to get. And I know she just loves seeing people do sign language because that's her language. So I love Raven. Up next, I love Chaz. Chaz is someone who I feel like if I met him in real life, we would vibe. Like, we could sit down and have a good conversation and really chill out. Chaz and Sam, because I like Sam's vibe too. They seem like two completely different people. They just have New York in common, but their personalities are so energetic, and I feel like they draw people to them where I feel like I would get along. I get along with those type of people. Like they remind me of my family. Sam reminds me of my cousin Janae. Chaz reminds me of my mom. Just people who have never met a stranger and they love people, love talking to people. So I usually get along with that kind of energy. Marvin, I'm not a fan of Marvin because I feel like he's being fake. I feel like he isn't comfortable in his intelligence, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like he's putting on the persona that he's putting on the show because he thinks that's what people want to see. Yes, we want to see the body. Like Marvin looks good. You can't take nothing from that. But okay, we've seen your body. Now what? What kind of conversation do you have? Now, English may not be his first language. I don't know. But, sir, you have 3 degrees. So I know you have some kind of intelligence. Can you speak on something else outside of your strip teases and flexing your muscles? I cannot. I am so happy they subbed Joseph in for Marvin on Big Brother because he would that kind of personality on Big Brother would have extremely aggravated me. He would have definitely been on the I hate Taylor train. I can already see it because guess what? Marvin's first crush wasn't Raven. He liked Shanty, and I don't. Somebody already told me that ain't how you say her name, but that's how I say it because I can't figure it out. So Marvin liked Shanty at first, but once Shanty got the boot, it was like, oh, Raven's my queen. She wasn't your queen night one. But okay, Marvin, look, I'm gonna let you and Raven ride it out. I don't believe, I don't believe he wants Raven at all. But it's a TV show. I'm gonna let it slide. I need for him to be more intelligent, to have more in-depth conversations because the same things that they say about Brittany and Bruno, the two catfish, you can say about Marvin, and he's playing himself. Like he has no substance to me. Who else is on the show? Because I'm bad at names. Let's go ahead and get Shanty out the way. I don't care nothing about Shanty. I'm happy she went home first. They do always seem to get rid of the model esque type of female first, like the pretty girl. And I see why Bruno came in and said, I don't know the lady's name because I forgot her name. I just know her character she playing. She was like, I don't want to be voted out first and be a female model. So I'm gonna go ahead and be a male model because the men can get on here and show all the body they want, but the women who are sexy, they gotta go. I don't like that. That's very sexist, Circle, because Marvin is damn near naked in every scene. And everyone is like, "Ooh, we want to look at Marvin." But if a model comes on the show and wears her bikini, or the ain't even Shanty ain't really have on nothing but a little dress, and they gotta go. They too stuck up. Whatever stereotypes you put on them, the models always have to go first. Now, mind you, I'm not mad Shanty went home first. I'm just saying, in general, let's stop doing that. I don't see why Brittany should have always been the first one to go, but you know what? It is what it is. Um, who else on the show? Let's go ahead and get Brittany out the way. Worst catfish I ever seen on the show. Like this man would have been boring playing himself. Why did we cast him? You could have found me around the corner. I would have came and did the little show and gave you more entertainment than he did. Because he said he was 47, but he sounds like he's 77. Like what slang, what decade were you around talking about Stone Cold, Fox and Foxy Lady, Smoky Diva? Like I'm in my 40s. I don't talk like that. So why does he talk like that? It's confusing. I didn't like the Britney character. I'm happy she's gone. And who else is in the house? Cause shit, I don't forgot some. Oh, the person that I need to be forgot. Brett from Big Brother. Netflix, what part of that season of Big Brother said that Brett was a returnable type of character to another show. We didn't like him over there. And you want to come ruin the circle for us over here on Netflix? No, ma'am. No, sir. I'm happy Brett got voted out, but then I don't like the twist. The first people voted out get to automatically come back in the game and play a new character. So, Brett is too cocky. He's on the show talking about, oh, I ain't rate them high because they ain't come talk to me. I'm just waiting for all the women to come talk to me. Sir, that's not how social media works. It goes both ways. And I don't like people like that in real life. Like I hate when people call me like, girl, you ain't called me in 2 months. And I'd be like, you ain't either. Cause I sure thought the phone worked both ways. I didn't know it was a requirement that I have to reach out and call everyone. The phone works both ways. Social media works both ways. So I was happy they got Brett up and out the house, but here they go bringing in Jennifer. I don't like the twist. One, last season when the person got the opportunity to come back into the game and play another character, the character was so outrageous. It was kind of like, you ain't about to win, but we gonna have some fun watching you play. What was he? A ghost hunter? Um, an older person chasing ghosts. It was outrageous. And then here you go, Jennifer. All she is a dog lover. Who isn't a dog lover? Shit, I love my dog. So, and then it's like it would have been different if Brett had to play Jennifer all by himself. So he wouldn't have had that feminine touch to the character. But no, he has Shanti right there. I just don't want to see Brett on my TV, and I hope Jennifer gets voted out sooner than later, much sooner than later. And the fact that no one on this show is a Big Brother lover. Now, mind you, you know what? I ain't gonna fault y'all. Cast of the Circle, I'm not gonna fault you. Because if I was on a show and someone came up and said their name was Brett, I would have looked at the picture and I wouldn't have thought Big Brother either. Just because I ain't like Brett, so he's not memorable to me. The only reason I remember him now is because he's on the circle and everybody said, oh, that's Brett from Big Brother. And I was like, oh, I ain't like his ass. So you know what? But it is shocking that no one knows who he is. That's probably a blow to his ego. But anyway, moving on. I liked how they had the first elimination. Like it seemed a little bit more cutthroat. Like we're gonna rank everybody off of first impressions, and then bam, you got to say who you want to vote out, and if you the influencer, that person is gone. So I love that everyone had to say who they wanted out, and it just depended on who the influencer was. You was about to be gone. I'm happy Sam didn't go because I wouldn't have wanted to see Sam and Shanti play Jennifer, though that might have been more entertaining because I feel like Sam and Shanti would have butt heads on what Jennifer should say, and that apartment would have been a little bit more entertaining. But moving on. Moving on. Isn't it strange? Because Brett and Shanti didn't get exit videos, did they? Or maybe they did. Y'all know my memory bad. Oh, you said as soon as I saw that guy, I was like, damn, that's Brett from Big Brother. I wouldn't have thought it. I would not have thought it. Cause I can't tell you nobody else who was on that season. I remember Brett, Swaley Baggy. I said Swaley and I said Swaley and Baggy. I meant Bailey and Swaggy. Lord have mercy. Anyway, I wouldn't have thought Big Brother either, because I don't. But what else happened? Then they got the girls versus the boys. I like that everyone is supposed to be single because it's a couple of people in relationships, but like Chaz is in a relationship and I think Tom is in a relationship, but they're saying that they're single. I like that everyone is saying that they're single so we can play up on the flirting. And I was hoping a couple of people might get jealous. I don't know. Um, he stood out because he was a jerk. But see, it was two white boys that season that was a jerk, and I can't even remember the other one's name. And see, I would have got them confused. I wouldn't have known which one was which. My memory is bad, and especially if I don't like you, I'm not gonna save any space up here to try to remember you. Um, I can't wait for Shuby to come back into the game. Shuby comes back next week. There's another black girl that's coming into the game. Look, the black people on the show are the most entertaining. Circle, I think Netflix has finally got it. Like, Brett isn't entertaining. Shanty is not entertaining. That old man, even though he melanated, he didn't do a good job. Like, Chaz and Sam and Raven are carrying the show. When Shuby comes in, Shuby, I think, will be more entertaining because I think he's going to be cutthroat. I asked this in the space last night. Do you all think Shuby is going to catfish, or is he going to come in as himself? Because I feel like if he comes in as himself, they're going to vote his ass right out. Because we all know he came in second place that season. Everyone loved him his initial season. I don't see anybody giving him another opportunity to win some money. But I don't know. I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see Oliver, T.S. Madison's friend, because I follow T.S. Madison, so I'm very familiar with who he is, and he's entertaining. He should have been one of the first 8. Oliver should have been one of the first 8 because that would have been a good show. I hope they don't make him come in last, because the people that come in last never win. And I don't know who the new black girl is, but she looks entertaining too. Like, the black people are carrying this show. So let's go ahead and get Bruno up and out. Bruno is not interesting. And let's go ahead and get Jennifer up and out. And I really could care less about Tom, because his type of funny isn't funny to me. And I feel like it's so fake that everyone is laughing at his jokes. Like, he really is a comedian. I'm like, he's not funny at all. Like, can we fast forward? But you got to be a little bit fake on the show. But for the most part, I'm here for the circle. They did another set of ratings, and then everybody had to put their sexy pictures up except for Brittany, who put up a picture of her and her daughter. And I'm like, ma'am, everybody got kids. Don't nobody care you got no kids. Just because you got kids don't mean we about to give you $100,000. Everyone needs the money. So that's why that was just a bad casting choice. I'm happy he didn't get voted out first, so he didn't get the opportunity to come back. But I'm happy Brittany is gone. I would have liked to see more of that final conversation between Chaz and Raven to see how they came up with Brittany, because it seemed like they were both deadlocked on who they wanted to go home. Like, Raven really wanted Bruno out, and Chaz really wanted Brittany out. I appreciate Raven saying, I don't care who a catfish. If I like you, you ain't my number for me. You could fake it all you want to. Just be on my side. Just get to know me. So I liked that, because I do feel like people spend too much time worrying about who's a catfish instead of spending the time creating relationships. And another thing, before I let it all go, because like I said, it wasn't really too much these first 4 episodes, but I got faith in you, Netflix. I know it's gonna pick up come Wednesday. The last thing I wanted to say, shit, I done forgot it. I really need to start taking my focus pills again. Focus, because I be forgetting the shit just like that. What was I gonna say? Oh, the anonymous games. When the circle tells you to do something and be anonymous, this is your opportunity to entertain me. This is the shot where you could drop all the fakeness and say whatever nice, nasty, or just completely nasty thing you want to do. You ain't gotta slander nobody like how they took a shot at Sam and Raven. Like they both admitted to being cheating because they asked everybody them questions day one, and they both raised their hand to have cheated before, which like they said, I'm happy some people were honest. But you saw how they threw that shot in. I can't be loyal. I can't be faithful. Like everybody should have took a dig at somebody to try to. Now, mind you, what I don't like about Jennifer, who is Shanti and Brett, I don't like how they want to do. That's my shooting sound mess. I don't like how they're throwing all their shots at the black people. Like, oh, the black people, the influencers. Okay, we got to bring them down. Don't do that. Why you can't try to be friends with them? Why you got to want to bring them down? But anyway, I just felt like everyone's little, what were they doing? Dating app profiles was way too cute, way too nice. I would have put some shady shit in there. Like anytime Circle say be anonymous, it's time for Angie to be shady. I'm here to entertain. I was disappointed. Hopefully some of the newer people will come in and won't be as nice. I hate when people be nice when it's anonymous. I really do hate it. But anyway, that's it, you all. Up next, how many minutes do I have till Potomac? Oh, 6 minutes. So in 6 minutes, I believe Potomac is first at 4 o'clock. So at 4 o'clock, 6 minutes, we're about to get into Real Housewives of Potomac. And do I want to get into that? So please come back in a few minutes. And then at 5 o'clock, we're going to jump into the challenge that came on Wednesday. And do you think I'm upset that Nelson went home or not? Some of y'all already know the answer, but come back at 5 o'clock to get it confirmed. But okay, I'm about to end this here so I can run downstairs and grab me a bottle of water for all this talking I got to do. And I'll be back in 5 minutes. Go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Your girl is still pushing to 1,000. Like I'm close. I'm about to get to this 1,000 and I'm about to really rev it up on YouTube. I'm really about to get my content out for the new year. So with all that being said, I'm going to see y'all real quick, real fast, in a hurry, all that good stuff. If not, I'll see y'all next week for something. Okay. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.